Hi everybody, we're back with another extended book review, and today we're going to be talking about The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. So this book was another one that was highly recommended by Book Talk, and it's the story of this glamorous Hollywood starlet who journeys through Hollywood seeking fortune and fame and ultimately trying to find love. And as you can tell, she goes through quite a few husbands trying to find love, and ultimately she does fall in love with one specific person, and it's for the reader to figure out, is it one of the husbands or who is it that she's fallen in love with. Now, this book, I understand why so many people on Book Talk especially are enthralled with this book, but here's my issue with it. Evelyn Hugo, the main character, is not very likable. Her main love interest, this mysterious person, is also not very likable. Now, I read this book back in January or February, I think, so it's not super fresh in my mind, but out of her 7 husbands, only 2 of them are likable. So I don't think that every single character in a book has to be likable by any stretch, but somebody in this book that's a major character should be likable. There should be a reason for me to root for this character. And there's no reason for me to root for Evelyn Hugo. She is basically a recluse when this book starts. Very Katharine Hepburn, very Greta Garbo-esque. And she goes to a younger writer, a younger magazine writer, I believe, and offers to tell her her life story for some, mysterious reason kind of a thing. None of that needed to be included. Like, none of that was mysterious. And along the way of her telling her about my true love and my 7 husbands and how I succeeded in Hollywood and blah, 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 she's holding this over her head of, I have this connection with you and you don't know what this connection is, and I'm going to tell you once we reach the end of my little biography here. None of that was even interesting. And this plot twist at the end where Evelyn Hugo is like, this is why I picked you, it's lame. It's I don't want to say it's boring. I don't want to say it's tired, but it just wasn't enough. I don't even think that part was necessary, to be honest with you, but it just, I guess I understand why this book has gotten so much hype over there, but it's not enough, it's not enough to have a character, a main character, a supporting character, a majority of the characters be so unlikable and drag out this storyline and have it so that you're basically rooting for no one, or you're rooting for maybe 1 to 2 of the supporting characters. Now, granted, the main supporting character that I enjoyed was one of her husbands, Harry, I think was his name, and he is in it quite a bit, but it's not enough. So for me, this book, I mean, I'm glad I read it, but I kind of wish I hadn't bought it. And it'll probably only be around through the rest of this year, strictly for filming purposes. So I'm going to give this book, I would say, I don't know. I mean, it's maybe a 3-star book. Sorry. It's like a C. I don't get it. Maybe this Daisy Jones and the Sixth book is a little bit better. I might read that. That seems to be very Fleetwood Mac-esque. So we'll see about that. But for my review of 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, get it from the library. Get it for free if you can. It's not worth the money, in my opinion. Thanks.